Hey guys, we're going to take our solving by substitution one step further today. We're going to walk through 4 examples. The plan is I'll walk through 3, so you guys kind of get 3 with me explaining each step. And then the last one I'm going to put up here, have you guys try it. And then once you've tried it, check back to see how you did. Even though you're watching a video today, you can still send me Schoology messages. I don't know when I will be able to answer them back. So make sure that you're taking good notes with me and stopping and pausing and rewatching as needed. Let's jump into our examples. So I'm going to go ahead and put at the top that we are still solving by substitution. This is just going to be day 2. Okay. And so our first example, we have y equals 4x minus 19 and negative 5x plus 2y is equal to negative 23. I'll give you a second to write that down. We keep talking about when we are solving by substitution that we're looking for an x equals or we're looking for a y equals. Well, in this first one, we have a y equals, perfect. So I can go ahead and use substitution. I'm going to set up my t-chart because that's how I stay organized. And I think that's how most of you guys stay organized. Put my y equals equation first. Okay, I like staying consistent and just always putting that y equals equation first. I like that a lot of you circle your x equals or y equals equation. So I'm going to circle the y equals equation. And because it's y equals, it needs to substitute in for y. So nothing's changed yet. This is what we've been doing. The only change, and you guys have actually already seen this, we just haven't talked about it yet as a class, is that there's a 2 in front of y. We can handle that. For now, let's just rewrite it. So this is going to take the place of y. So I have negative 5x plus 2 times the quantity 4x minus 19 is equal to negative 23. The only thing, guys, that is changing is what's going in for y. Notice my negative 5x still there, my 2 still there, my negative 23 still there. The only thing changing is the y. Okay, taking a look, we keep talking about once I substitute in, I can check. I only have x right now. Perfect, that's what I want because I can actually solve for x. Okay, make sure you only have one variable. Let's go ahead, let's solve. So we've got a number outside of parentheses. If we think back to July, August, oh yeah, we distributed. So this is kind of the only new part, but we already know how to do this, is we have to distribute as we solve for our variable. So I have negative 5x. 2 times 4x gets me to 8x. 2 times a negative 19 is going to be negative 38. Is equal to negative 23. Put my like terms together. Move my 38 over. Drop down my 3x. Negative 38 plus 38 cancels out. Negative 23 plus 38 is positive 15. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X is equal to 5. But hey, we talked about systems. We're looking for that point of intersection. We're looking for that ordered pair. And we still have all this space over here. So I need to bring this over and figure out what y is. So y equals 4 times 5 minus 19. Okay, we're substituting in. Even though it's just a number, I can still substitute that in. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 19 gets me 1. And so my final answer, the point of intersection, is 5, 1. So there's the first example. Let's try another one. I'm going to come down here. So our second example, 4x plus 2y is equal to 12. And y equals negative 5x plus 21. We talked about substitution. We're looking for an x equals or a y equals. We have a y equals again. It's the second equation this time, but we have a y equals. So I can solve using substitution. I'm going to go ahead and set up my t-chart. I'm going to set it up over here. Make sure I have enough space. Yeah. So guys, your choice right now, I always talk about putting the y equals first. My guess is though that a lot of you will maybe put this one first. So I'm going to put this one first. It doesn't actually matter what order your equations go on. So if you do a different order, we should still end up with the same final answer. And if I guessed wrong and more of you wanted to do it this way, I apologize and you can yell at me next time you see me. Okay, so I'm going to put this one first. So 4x plus 2y is equal to 12. And then my second equation, y equals negative 5x plus 21. Here's my y equals. So it's on the other side of the table, but I still want that y equals. So I'm going to circle everything that comes after my equal sign, after the y equals. And since it's y equals, it's going to substitute in for the y. I have x's in my circle, so that's going to go with the other x's that are here. We're going to end up adding them together. Okay, y equals, this substitutes in for y. So I still have 4x, I can't change that. Plus 2, can't change that. But my y, if I follow my arrow, this is what's going to get substituted in. So I have negative 5x plus 21 is equal to 12. Almost got it all on the same side. So close. Okay. Notice I only have x's right now. If I had x's and y's, I didn't substitute in right. Redo it. Okay, you should only end up with one variable once you substitute in. So now we need to solve. 2 outside the parentheses again. Don't know why we're distributing so many 2's, but okay. Distribute, distribute. So I still have 4x. 2 times negative 5x gets me negative 10x. 2 times 21 would get me to a positive 42. And I still have equals 12. Put together my like terms. 4 minus 10 gets me to negative 6x plus 42 is equal to 12. Minus 42 minus 42. Negative 6x is equal to negative 30. Divide by negative 6. Please don't forget your negative sign. Divide by negative 6. X is equal to 5. Hey, we know what x is. Let's find y. Okay, x is 5, bring it over to substitute in. Still have -5. 5 goes in for x, and then I have my plus 21. Y equals -25 plus 21. -25 plus 21, y would be equal to -4. So my final answer would be 5, -4. That's the second example. I'm going to walk through one more where it's x equals instead of y equals, and then I'm going to give you guys one to try on your own. If you don't have this down yet, pause the video. Okay, you kind of get to control the speed of this. I'm going to go ahead and move on to our third example, our last example that we're doing together. Here are my two equations. X equals 5y minus 19 and 5x equals -5y minus 35. This does not count as an x equals because there's still a number with it. Okay, when we talk about x equals or y equals, it has to just be the x, it has to just be the y. So we have the x equals up here that I can go ahead and set up my t-chart. I'm going to put my top equation first. And then my second equation. X equals gets circled. X equals has to go in for the x. I have no idea if the color coding helps any of you, but trying to give you as many hints or try to organize it in ways that I can since we're not in person. Okay, so this will still go here. Rewriting this, I still have my 5. I can't change this. The only thing that can change is the x, the single x. So I have 5, and then my x, so the 5y minus 19 comes next, equals -5y minus 35. Right? It looks funny, but guys, this works. X equals, so it goes in for the x. Everything else has to stay the same. And remember the way that you can check that you substituted in right. If you're not sure, guys, just pick an x or pick a y and then take a look at the line. I only have y's here, so I know I substituted in correctly. I can go ahead and I can solve this. Okay, but do not change anything else other than that x. Notice nothing else changed. 5 is outside the parentheses, so I'm going to go ahead and distribute. This would be -95 equals -5y minus 35. I like to put my y's together first. You might solve different in a different order, but we should still end up with the same final answer, guys. So I've got 30y minus 95 equals -35. Add 95, add 95. $30y equals 60. Divide by 30, divide by 30. Y is equal to 2. Do not stop there. Okay, on the Schoology assignment, I'm looking for two numbers. I'm looking for the x, I'm looking for the y. Right now, we only have y. Let's go find x. We've got all this empty space that we need to fill out. Okay, so I have x equals 5 times 2 minus 19. 5 times 2 gets me to 10. 10 minus 19, x is going to be -9. Final answer, -9.2. I'm going to put a fourth example up here. I want you guys to write the problem down, pause the video, you try to work it out. Okay, you are responsible for still trying to learn this material, guys. And for right now, this is the best way that I can do it for you guys. So last example, I want you to write down y equals 6x plus 8 and 2x plus 3y equals 4. Pause this video, work it out. Once you actually have an answer that you tried on your own, not with photo math, use your brain, check and see if we match, play the video. My fingers are crossed that hopefully you also ended up with a -1 too. If you ended up with a positive one, hey, this is a negative. Don't forget to deal with that. Okay, check your work though, guys. Compare what you have down with what I have. Again, message me with questions. I just don't know when I will respond to them. And have a good Thanksgiving. Okay, stay safe, be smart, because hopefully we'll see each other again then December 5th in person. Okay, good luck, guys. I know you can do this. Take a breath, watch the video. You guys got this.